Welcome back to the Steve Champagne Radio Show. Welcome back, I Love Music Army, Kiss fans, Ace Frehley fans, and everybody that wants to know what he had to say on this reunion that's going to go on in December at the Kennedy Honors event. But before I get into that, I invite you to join us, our internet musical global family of friends that I affectionately call the I Love Music Army. If you love music, entertainment, and some sports, we throw that in as well. We've got some interesting videos and a young lady that's going to be joining the show here real soon. She's still under contractual obligations, so she can't appear just yet. But she's on the way, and she has got a lot to say, and I'm sure that you will love to hear that. But we got to get to this Kiss thing. And if you're a Kiss fan, I would love for you to type in the comment section. I do read every single comment and love interacting with all my subscribers. Where are you from if you're a Kiss fan? I want to know where you are. Check in down there. We'd appreciate it. But let's get to this Kiss article here. So in a recent interview, Ace Frehley chimes in on this Kennedy Center reunion, and he had a lot to say about other events from Kiss and some things that he wanted to share with everybody. The first thing he said was his reason for not going to the Las Vegas Kiss reunion event that's happening is he didn't think it should be taking place in Las Vegas. He thought it should be taking place in Madison Square Garden. There's more people there. And, you know, he's right about that. I mean, Madison Square Garden can hold a hell of a lot more than some of these casinos, 5,000, 6,000 seat halls. Madison Square Garden is triple that. And, you know, so that's what he said. One of the reasons why he declined the event. We've heard, or at least I've heard, what Paul and Gene had to say about Ace and Peter not coming to that Kiss Cruise event, even though they were invited. They said they had a lot of demands and they wanted this and they wanted that. Well, Ace's side is now, you know, it was just, he just didn't feel right about doing that. And he said, I have attended other events, but I don't agree with the one that they're doing in Las Vegas. He also went on to say that on that end of the road tour, when they were, you know, they said something about we're going to bring Ace and Peter up and we're going to do this, that, and the other, that the reason that he did, you know, first he was invited, then they said they weren't coming, things like that. He revealed something that I didn't know about. I haven't heard this. Maybe you guys have heard this. But he said that Paul said that if Ace and Peter came on stage, the band would be called Piss, not Kiss. Wow. And then Ace apparently got into an argument with Paul over that. But he also went on to say that it doesn't matter about our disagreements. We're rock and roll brothers, and I love these guys. But on this potential reunion at the Kennedy Center that's coming up in December, he said this, and this, wow. I wouldn't rule out anything. I'm not the guy that never says never. So I'm open. That's what he said. And of course, if you've watched my last few videos, I said, would they consider doing a one-off, you know, a show? And I suggested Madison Square Garden, just like Ace did, about doing one show, one place, one time. You know, you bring the crew in there, you sell it to Netflix. You know how Ace, I mean, you know how Paul is and Gene is with the money and all this, that, and the other. You know, you're going to do one show. It would be a highly sought-after event for everybody that loves streaming services. You look what happened with the Ozzy show and how successful that was. But what do you think? I read every single comment. I love reading your comments. It's really, really cool. And check in and tell me what city you're from. Tell me about your Kiss journey. I love to hear about these things. What do you think about Ace's latest comments? Well, never say never. That's what he said. That's what he said. And what I'm saying right now is that's all, folks, from the Steve Champagne Radio Show. Subscribe. Join us, the I Love Music Army. We would love to have you be a part of our musical family. Till next time.